This is Nazo, a tinted lip balm, 4 shades, a store, a model, a whole ad campaign, and none of it is real. What you just saw came out of one AI tool in a couple of minutes, not even a day. And here's what makes it interesting. That AI tool is Claude Fable 5, the model the US government switched off on June 12th, then quietly turned back on 18 days later. So the day it came back, I gave it one brief: build me an entire business. Product, store, and a week's worth of marketing. Some of it came out scary good, and some of it fell apart. But I'll be showing you everything, all the tests, what broke, and how I fixed it. So let's get into the first batch, the product, and if you want the exact prompts I used, they're in the pinned comments. Now, the first thing you need to do is download the Claude Code. So go to Google and search Claude Code for Windows. Now, when you scroll a little bit down, you're going to see a Download Claude Code for Windows. Once you click on that, you're going to see an option to download for Windows. Click on that, and it's going to download Claude Code, and you're going to see an interface like this. Now, this is the version that lives on your computer and actually builds the files and makes the images for you, and change the model to Fable 5. And now we're ready. So, the one thing Claude can't do on its own is create images. We will fix that by connecting a tool that allows us to generate images and videos, which is Higgsfield CLI. It will give Claude a way to reach a second tool and pull images straight back in. Go ahead and open Higgsfield, head into the MCP and CLI section and go to the CLI. It gives you 3 commands. Now I'll copy the first one and paste it straight into Claude Code and press enter. As you can see here, it confirms it's installed. The other 2, same way, copy, paste, and done. I've already got them installed on my end, so I'm not rerunning them here. And just to be sure it's live, I asked Claude directly if the Higgsfield connection is working. It was confirmed, so that's what powers every image from here. Now, the setup is done. All right, so the first test I want to run is whether Claude Fable 5 can generate the product launch material just by reading the brand files. So let me just go ahead and say it to Claude. So, can you look at the prompt.md file that we have in this folder? This is what I want you to do. These are 3 use cases of me testing Fable 5. I want you to look at the information about the Nazo brand, and we're going to work on it in batches. First batch, second batch, third batch. So initiate and keep working until you finish the first batch. Then show me the results and make sure everything is in my brand color. Then we'll move on to the second. So once I gave Claude that instruction, we will wait for it. Now, while it's doing that, let's head over to the All Words website and see if we can find anything interesting for later. There are a few places you can get websites from. All Words is one, Dribble is another. So let's look around and come back to these later. All right, so the process is done. It has generated the product launch documentation. It's given us the details on the Nazo brand. You can see the shades and everything. Then it went ahead and gave the descriptions for the different shades and a packaging direction. Obviously, if you don't want that packaging direction, you could change it. And this is the 2-week launch it gave us. A breakdown, day 1 to 4, 5 to 9, day 10, all the stuff that needs to be done. And in terms of unit cost, it broke down the cost per unit. So it costs about $4 to make a single tube, and based on the calculation, the gross profit per unit is about $18. That's a 77% margin. And it gave us more breakdowns under that. So batch 1, it did a good job. Now let's take it up a notch and test if it can generate the website for this product, the videos, the photos, and the UGC. All right, so the next thing we'll do is build the website. But before I give Claude that instruction, I want to give it a bit of context first. We're going to give it a couple of things: an image of myself to use for the model shots, a description of what the website is about, and a website example that we really like. So I found this website called All Words. Here you can find different award-winning websites and pick something related to your business. I looked for e-commerce and I found this particular one. This one looks really good. I like how the whole animation works. And then I found this one as well. This is closer to what our brand would be because this is a product. It's not that bad, but I also found another one, and this one looks really, really good too. So what we'll do is try to get the best of both worlds. I'll give Claude 2 websites that I really like, and I'll use those to create something new. So we copy the link to the website and paste it here. And then I tell it. The product launch documentation looks okay. The next thing I want you to do is job 2, create a website. I've provided 2 links to websites that I like the look of. You can use a combination of both to create something unique, but make sure you're using the branding of Nazo to build the website. I'll also be providing a picture of myself, so you can use it to generate model-type images for the site. But before you create the website, give me a rundown of the different types of marketing images we could generate that make sense for the brand. So we send that off and wait. So as you can see, it came back by asking us a couple of clarifications on what it's supposed to generate. It gave us a list, a table of images that it wants to generate, which is around 10 to 12 images. A tube, all 4 shades, texture, the lip close-up, and the hand detail. Now this is where we start doing a couple of checks, one after the other. So I am telling it, confirm the image sets above, let's do the ones you recommended. I'd also need videos as well, so it's dynamic and engaging. So maybe 1 or 2 using Seedance 2.0, and I've attached a picture of myself. Please use the picture and put her into scenarios where it makes sense, the right clothing, the right environment, the right lighting, and then we attach the picture. All right, so it's gone ahead and generated a couple of the images. Some images here and some for a model. This is a picture of me with one of the products. Oh, and this is a video, so let's quickly play it and see how that looks. Not bad. Let's look at this one. Okay, it can definitely be better. So this is the next check. As you can see here, it's already tried to recreate some images on its own because the previous ones aren't what I asked for. But I'll ask it to continue and make sure all these tubes are the same. Because if you look at the images, the tubes look slightly different in different places. And that's the real thing this test shows you. The reason I keep attaching a picture of myself is that without a reference image, the output never stays consistent. That's what keeps the face and the product the same across every shot. Okay, so it's done generating. And as you could see, this turned out really well, even with the video here. These are the shades, and if you click into each one, it shows you an example. Obviously, there are still a couple of things you'd need to tweak. For example, this second shade here, the name's a little bit off, but you can just have it generate that again. You click through and all of it can be changed. It turned out not bad, but it could be better. It's just about sitting down and making sure it looks okay. All right, so the last thing we'll test is whether it can generate a marketing engine. I could run it for 30 days, but 30 days might be too much. So I'll just ask for 5 pieces of marketing content we could post on Instagram. So for the marketing, let's just do 5 days of content we could use for Instagram. Go ahead and develop that. And then you flagged it, one of the videos has the name wrong. You can also spin off an agent to generate a video that corrects that as well. Okay, so it's gone ahead, but it's also trying to fix that messed up video, so that's still generating in the background. Meanwhile, it's done the last test we wanted. It's given us a week's plan for posting on Instagram. Monday alternating through Friday, the format, the focus, the assets. It listed it all out down here. But one more thing I asked it to do, generate some UGC. Because on Instagram, to pull the kind of views you want, you need some form of UGC, not just images. So I've asked it to generate a few UGCs that'll do well, and we'll come back and see the result. All right, so it's done correcting. This looks really good now. Let's take a look again. Yeah, this came out really nice. As I said, there are still a couple of things we could change, but for now, this came out really nice. So we'll just wait to see the UGC results. All right, so it's generated 4 UGC clips. Let's play them and see what the results look like.
I don't do lip liner. I don't do mirrors. One swipe, that's the whole routine.
Okay, so these are not bad, but here you could see at the beginning the lip liner was hanging in mid-air, which is kind of weird. AI can be funny like that sometimes, but you could make changes to it. Generally, though, this particular one came out really well as this one. So here's the real takeaway from the test. 3 batches, and they did not come out equal. The product and launch were fine. The marketing could be used. The store needed multiple tweaks. Here's the thing. Even the strong parts need refinement, because even with the strongest models, you need to be absolutely clear on what you want to generate. That's the whole point. This isn't a machine that ships the final thing for you. It takes you from a blank page to a starting point, and it leaves the judgment to you. It builds. You are the one deciding what works and what doesn't. And the one thing it couldn't do alone, make its own images, is exactly why we connected that Higgsfield CLI. Set it up once, and it can actually finish what it starts. That's the difference. So that's the test. If you found this video interesting, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this. I'll see you in the next one.